Do y'all remember when I used to pull up in the 6'4" on the hydraulics?
Oh my God.
This boy thought he was a Snoop Dogg. He went and got a real 6'4" with
Pull up to the
hydraulics.
games of 6'4" on the hydraulics.
Oh,
Hit
my
by
goodness.
hydraulics, 3-wheel motion.
Bro, he's coming to practice, had this thing
That was
jumping.
hilarious. That he really got that car. I couldn't believe that. Crazy, me and 50, we go back to
way back.
So we go back to 6th grade. Like, I'm short, kind of chubby and fat.
No kind of chubby. Boy, his boy was a little chubby, little fat boy. I said, man, who is this cat, man, at the 3-point line shooting all these threes? That's all.
J work, you feel me? But like anyway, he already was like, I don't know how tall I was, baby, but I know he was like already 6 whatever. Already long, already got cuts in his arm, looking like, I'm like, man, is he for real our age group? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the first thing I'm thinking, like, this dude, like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't even have all this coordination yet, but you could tell he was a crazy athlete, running fast, long strides, jumping, everything he do, sweetness. Boy, go up in there for a layup, it's like, hold up, he just paused. Then double clutch, like, hold on, Jock. Like, he was bodying fools. He was
used to grab the rebounds and spread his legs.
Dude,
He used to grab the rebounds and spread his legs. Like,
Oh, man.
like, bro, this boy just too athletic. Like, do you see him? And then we go from there. As soon as I get drafted, I'm walking across the stage, and they announce the trade that Corey coming to the Clippers. Like that happened literally while I was walking across the stage to get up there to shake David Stern hand. That trade was being announced, and I was like, yo.
I'm with my parents, and we at a bowling alley here in Orlando. We at a bowling alley, and we sitting there just bowling, just having a good time, and me and my brother bowling at 2 lanes. And I'm bowling. He said, oh man, the draft about to come on. I said, oh shoot, but put it on. So I'm sitting there bowling. And Corey Maggette gets traded, and I'm literally bowling.
yeah.
Bowl a gutter ball, and I get traded to the Clippers, and we just sitting there like, damn, what just happened?
Right.
So I'm looking at my brother, and I'm looking at my parents like, damn, this is how I work in the league? You get traded, they don't tell you?
Yeah. Once you kind of consume, like, all right, I'm going to the Clippers, and you look at the roster and see who they drafted and us being there and so forth. How you feel about coming?
I felt like it's
like
basically,
an AAU
it was an AAU team,
like an
but
AAU
but
team.
even more so, like you kind of felt like, man, there's some family. We got family around, right?
Nah, that was like one of the few teams, like when I look back at my whole career, there wasn't a lot of teams where like, we did everything together.
Exactly.
You had 18-year-olds, 4 19-years-olds, and that was like the main core.
Yeah.
And it was like, that was crazy.
We went to East St. Louis for preseason,
Yeah,
and I had
preseason.
everybody in the hood.
Oh, man.
Keon was like, man, why y'all got so many stray dogs?
Oh yeah. Man, bro, it was the best, man, because the friendship we had man, Miles, your mom would just, man, always invite everybody over for dinner.
Always.
Like to have food
Big boy
ready
meals.
for, like big boy meals, and just like come over and just cook and eat.
We
and
sit there, laugh, joke.
man, laugh and joke. It was,
Watch
bro,
it,
it was the
yeah.
best time.
I got
ever.
pictures, all the pictures of us over at the house and all that stuff.
That's why I said it was like, no, you ain't never have a team like that.
But overall, as a whole, how we played, the reason that they liked us so much was because we were so competitive, but we played together.
Yeah.
We
No
caught each
matter
other on the
what,
lives.
no
We
matter
knew each other moves like the back of our hand.
And no matter what happened, we was gonna be exciting, boy.
And the support and everything that we all was giving each other. That's why I say we didn't win a lot of games, but the respect that we was getting.
But bro, let me tell you something, D and Q. When you said that, we always rooted for each other, I never forget that it was a game that basically I don't think I was getting any minutes at the time, and Alvin Gentry was the coach. And we came in the locker room and everybody pissed off. And then Q said, man, you know what? This is some bullshit. Everybody need to be playing in here. Everybody need to be playing. You know what? 50-50 need to be playing. And D-Miles stood up here, man, he be working his butt off in practice, man. He need to be playing. And I'm sitting there, bro, ain't saying nothing like, damn, I'm not even playing. But these boys right now, they really they really rooting for me, man. No one else did that before, bro. Like you competing against each other every day. We battling, and you got Alvin Gentry like, okay, guys, like, hey, let's calm down.
Calm down.
Calm down. Because it was competitive. That was our NBA.
It was so funny. Like we you know how we get on the court, we hooping, and we gonna go. We going here. We butting heads, and like now it's getting real heated and contested. So like,
Q said, all right, I see you. You coming in here with this Louis bag. I'm gonna bust your ass with this Louis bag. Gonna take that bag off. It was, I mean, when I tell you, that was one of the first time far as when I'm competing, that I was like, man, this dude Q is trying to destroy me.
It wasn't nobody on the court we was scared of.
Though.
you had these locked up pit bulls that was hungry, ready to eat, and then they only know that they only gonna get out there for a little second. So it was like when we got out there, we was about to play so hard, trying to do all our stuff and get. So like, man, we gotta show them what we got in this little time frame, and we know it may not be long. So I'm about to boogie.
Defense, we accepted every challenge, no matter who it was or how big they were. Like we beat the Lakers every year, and Clippers wasn't beating no Lakers.
But don't you remember the time we beat the Lakers, man? Boy, we was like rock stars.
Oh,
well,
we felt like we won a championship.
Anytime we got a W over
We
there,
felt like we won a championship.
you couldn't tell us nothing.
well, we was out here.
You know, if you grew up having Jordans, Q and D Miles hit every single shoe. And I mean, you go inside the the arena, and you'll just see boxes in the equipment room. It'd be boxes and boxes of Jordan. And I go in there, our trainer, equipment guy's name was Pete. I said, Pete, like, man, what they got in there today? I was like, what they got in there? He said, me and Q wore the same size.
Yeah.
He said, man, that's all Q. I said, well, man, I'm gonna take one of those right there. Let me go ahead and get those off. He had 15 boxes.
The first time we got them boxes, dog, it was like, I cannot believe this is happening. Like,
We finna wear
it's
Jordan.
so much stuff, and it was like, we used to be so geeked and so thirsty to like
Show
be
our
like,
shit off.
and them boxes would get to the house. We open them things about 11:30. We'd be at the mall by 12:15, like posted up, like. Let me just stand up in foot action and just yawn. Like, don't worry. You guys gonna see these for a few months. Like,
Them cool grays came out when they first hit the scene. Our charm style, the style of our charm and how we created that.
we got ours first, and it was like
Everybody looked
we
like
had.
ours.
They was so big. We had we had everything about Social Security on there.
Yeah.
Q Rich, 3 with a basketball hoop, with a swoop and all of this stuff. It was like this
D-Miles,
big, and here it was
21 with the
D-Miles, 21
basketball
the
and the
same
goal
thing.
right there.
And it was like, bruh, my pops saw that. My pops was hot. He didn't even want to know how much it cost. He was just hot.
What was some of the things early that you like bought that you never had before, you had access to that you never had access to?
What's his nickname?
What's my nickname?
AKA Ferrari F50. Where did he
That's
get
my
the name
real
from?
nickname.
That's where I gave him that since day one. You like, this boy got a Rari? Like, oh, I say,
remember that.
this is Mike Lowry.
I never forget, I had a 360 Medina, silver.
All we had was some trucks, Escalades. I was like, yo, this boy got the Rari. He is AKA Ferrari.
What you think about when we, at our younger age, we was playing in South Central at Southwest College?
Oh my God.
And you see the facilities and everything that the players got these days.
So, no showers, no shower shoes, no shower.
Weight room wasn't like a size of a closet.
Man, the weight room was this size right here. Place was shit. We came from hood. We want to get out of the hood. Now we back right here trying to go work out.
How was the pull up though? The pull up to the school, like
Driving
when
through
you
the
got to go
kids.
through the school and the school like that. He and his Rari trying to Olawat and his
he was in
Aston Martin, a
Aston Martin.
Vanquish.
Aston Martin.
They pull up
Yeah.
in major whips and they like people all in the car.
They
like,
looking
yo,
like, man,
yo,
yo, what's
like,
that? What's that is, man? What kind of car that is, man? Like, oh man, it was bad. I'm like, damn, dog, are we in the NBA? Bro, do y'all remember the big fella named Chad Bell? Big Chad. So Chad is with, he works with the Clippers now. And he's like, man, he said, man, I knew that doggone story for why QAND Miles used to, do this upside the head, man. He said, man, we said, whenever they come to the games, man, to make sure they don't forget about us. And so that he ended up telling me the whole entire story, how it happened. But man,
and none of them never said nothing. Like none of them, like the whole time, none of them never tried to say, man, it was that like it was, and it was definitely their whole thing. But that was our way of saluting them.
Well, people was like, nah, you can't do that without finishing it off. Like, like nah, you gotta finish it off.
They ask me all the time, say, Corey, man, what was that with QAND? I said, man, shoot, they told me I don't even know, dog. Shoot, I don't know.
At first, I used to do it just if I got a block shot or if I got a dunk. Like, it was like I had to do something to do it. Q shooting threes, he get a layup, he just doing it every time. And I'm like, man, you doing it every time? Like, anything you do, like, so Q get a steal, he deflect it out of bounds. So I'm like, oh man, so everything we do, we got to do it. Okay, I got you.
That's because you already know he was gonna get like 5 dunks a game. We wasn't getting that many dunks. We had to. I was like, if I just go off how many dunks, I might not do it one a game. You feel? I might not do one. So I gotta get in where I fit in. I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna add a 3-point joint to mine and add some little. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put that on it then.
Some teams kind of took offense to us doing it. Some teams just liked us. Yeah. But then you had them players or coaches just to be like we was showing them up.
They thought it was like you disrespecting the game.
You disrespecting the game.
Making it about us. They didn't look at it like we was just having fun. Yeah. Like some people, you know how it is. Some people this old school feel like you just play, act like you've been here before this, that, and the third. And it's like we didn't think that it was gonna catch on and literally all of these people across the country
got mad at us if we didn't do it.
They was like
why they didn't do it?
Yeah, it was like, wait a minute. So it really became a thing, and I can remember, you know what I'm saying, us sitting in the training room, you know what I'm saying, this was maybe year 3 or something, and this one Nate was at Washington, and he get a tip dunk. Boom, and he come out the rim, he watched it, and we all like, yo, the little shorty,
you right.
It was they started doing it in colleges, and it's like, then these dudes get to the NBA, and they like, dude, you don't even realize, we was in high middle school, everybody, the whole team, we going crazy, beating ourselves, you see videos.
You see kids do it and so forth, and that's why I say, now today, seeing the kids and after they hit threes, they throwing up signs or they
pulling out the arrow and shooting it, whatever, they doing everything.
It's
they having
basically
fun.
A birth from us because nobody was doing it before we was doing. Nobody was celebrating. You'll see Twine after he'll get in the groove. He'll do his JT
to take out. To this day, every single time I see JT Money, Jason Terry, the first thing that's the first thing he do off the rip. Every single time without fail.
I remember when you used to dunk. Used to dunk and do the chin up and hit the side of the backboard.
And then get a text and ask what he do.
Dunk and chin up.
And get a text and say, what I do?
But listen, man.
Oh, what about this though?
And say what I do.
In Orlando, you went to the hole, got mad, and hit the scores table and broke your hand.
Oh man, I remember that.
Boy, Ginger is
I do remember that.
What was the play? Yeah,
I think you went to the hole and you thought you got fouled, but then called a foul and you just boom.
Yeah, but you know how cool I played it off. So I hit my hand on that and shoot, I come back and I'm like, damn, I did something to my finger. I did something, man. So I'm holding my hand and I tap Jason Powell. I said, peasy. Man, something wrong with my hand. He said, what do you mean? He said, God damn, what you do? I'm like, man, I don't know, man. He said, man, stop lying. I just saw you hit the back of that. Man, I'm out with my hand jacked up, man. My knuckle was bent all the way back up. They laughing at me like,
yeah, we was bugging up like, oh, cool.
Look, and no, he go Q. There you go again, bigger guy. There you go again, bigger guy.
Oh, man. Yeah, I remember when you did that.
The table ain't did nothing. Man. Innocent bystander. The boy gave the table a knuckle sandwich.
Let me ask you this. Duke. What made you choose Duke out of all the colleges you could have went to?
Dang. Oh, man. In high school, John Thompson came from Georgetown came to my school at the time. I said, man, Georgetown is where AI went and all these other Pat you.
Everybody loves Georgetown.
And then after that, I got a call from, at the time it was my high school coach, John Quinn. He said, hey, we just got a letter and a phone call from Mr. Krzyzewski, and he wants to come to the school and come to your home and visit you. I'm like, wait, who are you talking about?
Right.
I didn't even know how to pronounce his name. I said, you talking about Coach K? I said, yeah, Coach K. So Coach K came to the school, then came to the house, talked to my mom and pops at the time, and go on from there. Then I went to Stanford, had a visit to him like this first time in California. Like, man, this place is unbelievable, man. Like in Palo Alto, like, man, this is where I'm gonna go. Then I came back, then I went to Illinois. I'm like, I gotta go to Illinois. I was actually deciding first to go to Stanford. I was going to Stanford. And I had one more visit. I went to unofficial to Duke, and EB, Elton Brand at the time, Will Avery, who else was, Trajan Langdon, Chris Carrawell, Shane Battier. And EB said, man, EB and Will Avery said, hey man, you wanna go out? I said, yeah. He said, man, we gonna go out. Some of these cats, some cornballs, we gonna go out. I said, all right, let's go out. So we go out, but we said, man, we gotta stop at the store. So we stop at the store, we get a whole bunch of eggs. I'm like, why are we getting some eggs for? Man, we going to UNC. We going to UNC, we going to egg all of them right now. We go to UNC, we drive down to Chapel Hill. And actually, no, Will raised that one, like, hey, we're from Duke. EB turned on us out. They started throwing eggs at the cats on UNC campus, like bombing them with eggs. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So I start throwing eggs too. I said, man, I never forget. I get back. Man, I'm going to this school, but this is school I want to go to. It was just it kind of felt like I'm back home at the crib, like something I would have did at home, right? Yeah. Like, you know, I would have went out and thrown eggs and running down the street to drive. But that sold me on going to Duke. Yeah. That sold me on going to Duke. And I remember the first day of practice at Duke, you know, Coach K come to the house. Hey, how you doing? You know, my parents, my mom, oh, this guy, he's just super. You know, tell them about Coach K. Man, we get to that first day of practice, Coach K, like I said, what? I'm looking like, yo, who? Wait. This ain't the dude that came to my house. Yeah. Man, he talking like me, my mom and my daddy. This ain't the same dude. Yeah. And I never forget that, man. Like, you know, what you saw on TV from Coach K, what you see, boy, man, in practice, he is a whole different animal, but it's no surprise, you know, why his teams and the success he had as a coach.
Who was your game and who you was like, man, that's who I want to be?
Shoot.
Jordan.
Well, of course,
outside of Mike, you know, we all know a guy.
Well, probably.
But like other people, games you admire, like, man.
Well, Grant Hill. It was, I just, you know, he was kind of like so gracefully, like, man, like he'd use his left to right crossover, and before you know it, he's at the rim. I mean, come on, y'all know. I mean, when you from Chicago, the only person you truly watching was Mike, Scotty.
See, the person who I tried to play like though, of course, MJ was my favorite player ever of all time. The person who I tried to I want to play like him, who I was watching was Sharif Abdul-Rahim. That's why I wore number 3 and everything.
Bro, I didn't know that.
That was why I wore number 3. He was so nice, boy.
I'm a text Sharif.
Sharif was a part. I for real wore number 3. I was like, Sharif, man, think about what he did that freshman year in Cal. He was, man, up out of there after that. That boy was a beast.
Mine was Scottie Pippen, and I knew I couldn't be Jordan because couldn't nobody be Jordan, but my game kind of folded into Scottie Pippen, Garnett. Yeah, them was the ones that I was looking at the intensity, the Scottie Pippen defense, the way I, you know what I'm saying, moving around and stuff like that. So Scottie Pippen and Garnett was like the two that I could say my game kind of molded towards their game.
I mean, I never forget, I'm in the car with my brother, and my phone ringing, and I'm looking like, dang, I said, it's Donald Sterling. I'm looking at my phone, it's Donald Sterling calling my phone. because I still had his number. His number didn't change. It's back when he used to throw the parties at his house. And I'm like, hello, Donald? Corey, what do you think about all this? I'm not racist. I'm like, oh man, hey, Donald, how you doing? I said, man, listen, I don't have nothing to say about that. Listen, I don't have no problem with you. And so it was crazy that he called me. I mean, shoot, my checks was always on time.
Yeah.
I never had a problem with that. I think the only issue, and we all experience that, is, we know when we won a game, man, it's about, he brought in an entourage. It's about 15, 20 people in the locker room.
And it was like he was putting us on display.
It was, yeah,
beautiful.
Yeah, but not even that, bro. We was in the showers.
Yeah.
So
what I'm saying. That was like it was more like.
Wait. We got our
weird.
towels on. Wait, hold on.
You coming through with women, men, whatever. It's just and he coming through and he's like, look at my beautiful players.
Beautiful
like,
players.
Rub me.
You just getting out of the
he
shower.
Never rubbed me. He never rubbed me, and he touched him.
Oh, bro, he did like this.
Corey, we had muscles. He said, look at all of his muscles.
Look at all his muscles.
I need Keon here to say that I was over in there. I was falling off in my locker.
Q
like,
and D-Man, I'm sitting there. I'm like, right. I got my towel on. He had all these people around. Look at this beautiful guy.
And 50.
And D-Miles and Q are like, they said that, and I'm like, oh man.
That's what I'm trying to explain. Like, I was tactful in my ability to just fade to black. Whenever Buddy came around, I used to be respectful. Hey, what's up? And then I'm a blend in. Like, hey, I'm about to be chilling.
With me, I was going through whatever I was going through, and then at the time he was going through what he was going through, and they was blowing me up to just get a comment about Donald Sterling to them, like so many different like news outlets and stuff like that, and I just wouldn't comment on him because, like I said, I don't have nothing bad to say about him. I appreciate and thank him for.
Like I said, our stories about him is more funny stuff.
He's not. I mean, he's not really hanging. He's not hanging out with us. He invited us to his house. With the workers, man. You know, like.
Well, I remember us being a young team, you couldn't tell us like y'all lost that game because y'all was all out. Because you would have 7 of us out. Getting it all the way in, 7, 8 of us. That was back in the day when they had straight limos. We used to be in limos.
Oh my goodness.
We in limos, boy, squad deep, like 6, 7 of us. All the core players about to play all the minutes. We all going out to get it.
Especially if we was on the same floor. We all got on the same floor. We was all in each other's room. What you doing? Knocking on each other's door, playing on the door, knock on the door and just go in your room.
I always get found out because when he drank, like neither one of us, we could do whatever. We could drink, party, come in, and hoop, and it wouldn't look like nothing.
All the energy in the practice.
The giveaway was this guy.
Oh my God.
Because if he drank, it was gonna sweat up out of it.
It was coming out.
And they knew for 100% fact, if he was there, I was there. It wasn't no equivocations about it. It was like y'all was together and you was out. Like, you know what I'm saying? That used to be the giveaway because you couldn't tell. Our energy wasn't low. We wasn't not hooping.
Coach Gentry used to be like, come on, guys. Smell like a fucking brewery.
You smell like the brewery. Tell us like, look, if you can't handle, look, okay, if you can't handle this, okay, you need to. It was a party in the Staples Center, like we was going, like it was we were celebrating something.
And I think that was kind of like the official.
Yeah, the send off.
The last time, but we didn't know. Like we didn't know.
Yeah, we didn't know because we always together. Lamar, and then Lamar went through the weed thing, and we was all in. It was time for Lamar to just get out of LA.
He needed that change at that time.
Yeah, he needed that change, and like I say, going to an organization like Miami Heat was a great for him.
Yeah. I thought too is that we had we had like a barbecue at the crib. I thought it was a barbecue that we had.
Oh yeah, no, before he left.
Yeah, before it was a barbecue.
The whole team and everybody.
You had food at the crib at your mom's cook.
Barbecue.
Mom's
cook.
You know, I got traded to Cleveland and we won 17 games that year. The only joy that I got out of that year, we beat y'all in Cleveland, we beat y'all in LA. That was the only joy I had out of the whole year, out of winning 17 games.
Bro, you had so many people coming back with the D-Miles jersey. You had the Clipper D-Miles, you had the Cleveland D-Miles jersey.
Word.
Portland D-Miles.
Man, bro.
Man, Maggette, thank you for coming.
appreciate it.
to this beautiful event. We're glad to have you. It's an honor and a blessing to have you in our presence.
Man, I appreciate y'all having me, man.